Well, today is World Food Day, and Meals on Wheels has fed its biggest group ever in a day in one region. The organization hosted its first World Food Day annual cookathon at Nazareth. It pledged to feed 10,000 underprivileged people in one of its biggest cookathons. Well, to tell us more is Yanela Takawira from Meals on Wheels Community Services South Africa. Yanela, good evening. A long day for you, so thank you for coming in and having a chat with us. So,
thank you for having me.
Before we get to what exactly it was that you did today, in your daily experience, obviously you come across just, different types of people, the different challenges, the problems of access to food as well. Let's talk food security at the moment and what it is you're seeing that's preventing food from getting to people.
Okay, thank you so much, Viveka, for the opportunity. Thank you for having me. Maybe let me start by saying that Meals on Wheels was established in 1964. So throughout all these 5 decades, we've been engaging with people that really are underprivileged, don't have food, they don't know where their next plate is coming from. So from our analysis, above everything else, is increase in unemployment is one of the major causes of food insecurity, and also the fact of skills underdevelopment. Hence in Meals on Wheels, one of our strategic points right now is going beyond the plate of food, because as much as we can offer the plate of food, but they don't know where the next meal is coming from, and we won't be there to give them the next meal. So we really want to empower people through sustainable projects. Our stand, like I said, is building sustainable communities. What do we mean by that? We want to empower people to grow their own food. This is through food gardens, and also food gardens in community. So that it's a big project for us now. It's our big focus as Meals on Wheels.
Now, we've been asking people to do this for many years, Yanela. It's not a new concept to grow your own food, have control over that.
Yes.
How are we doing? How are people doing?
I'll be very frank and honest, is that, when you're in a situation of underprivileged, if you can put it like that, or not having anything, when you are asked to play part in taking yourself out of that, it seemed like a great mission. I remember we had a project where we wanted to launch where we're doing the community garden, and we got a buy-in from the community. But when we had to execute, because now people had to be accountable, people had to be responsible, people had to play part in improving their situation. It was an effort, and it actually didn't even take off, because now people were like, but who's going to look after that and all of that? So I truly believe, as Meals on Wheels, we believe that it's a mindset, it's a mind shift. Hence, we are now focusing more on skills development, because we want people to actually know that you can't just sit and wait all the time. You need to actually take part.
What type of skills development?
We actually
to food,
it's around food. We actually have farms now. We've got accreditation with AgriSita, because we want now to get people accredited skills, take them through practicals in our farms, so that they really see that growing your own food is not as impossible as maybe many think.
Okay, so let's talk about what it is you actually did today to mark the day, the cookathon. So it was a first?
It was not a first, but the number, 10,000
that you had
was.
Okay, so what did you do? How did that go?
Okay, we started at 6 o'clock with the first group of people that were cooking 4,000 meals. And we finished the 4,000 meals. The next group was starting at 9 o'clock to cook the 6,000
What did you
meals.
cook?
Our meal was starch, which was rice. We had protein, which was chicken. We also cabbage, and one salad, which was beetroot. That was the menu for today.
Well, that sounds quite delicious, actually.
Yes. We try as Meals on Wheels that above everything else, it's not really about the meal, it's not really about the plate of food, but also it must be a balanced diet. So everything that we offer, we need to be a balanced diet.
So how many people did you aim to feed, and did you reach that number?
So maybe just before we get there, 10,000 meals is a lot. 10,000 people under one roof is a lot of mission. So we couldn't get 10,000 people under one roof. What we did then, we embarked on a strategic partnership with Department of Education, Gauteng Department of Education. Why Department of Education? Simply because they already have an existing program for nutrition where they literally try not to teach kids on an empty stomach. So we knocked into the doors and said, you're already doing that. We're excited about that. It's something that we believe in. It is our vision as the organization. So we said, can then 4,000 of our meals go to your beneficiaries? Because we're trying to literally not just say we cook 10,000 meals, we need to see and be able to measure.
Yes.
And also we approached Department of Social Development again, it's what they do every day. It's their, they deal with that every day. We say, can we give you our 4,000 to your beneficiaries? Then the 2,000 our own beneficiaries. And because we're saying that 10,000 was our first ever, I can confirm that 6,000 was delivered and prepaid. We did have a challenge of delivering the other 4,000 to social development because of time. We couldn't keep to our time at all, but it was all prepared. And by the end of today, because I had to come here, hopefully hopefully everyone managed to literally get the whole 10,000 meals.
You know what, I think even feeding 10 people, if you can, is an amazing thing. Very quickly for us, if anybody wants to get involved with you guys, where do we go? How do we do that?
Yes, if you want to get involved with Always, because like we said, for us it was an event today, but we do this on a daily basis. You go into our website, www.mow.org.za, and also just SMS like meal to this number 39055. It will charge you 15 Rand if you want to do it. Yes, anyone can just donate. Individual can just donate 15 Rand when you SMS meal to that number.
Okay, meal to 39055.
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, and well done. And hopefully you get your rest now.
Yes.
And dream of all those meals.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
From Meals on Wheels Community Services.